Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is probably not a surprise to anybody. I'm going to be sharing with you my 2023 trend predictions. I do a lot of these trend related videos throughout the season, so I'm going to link the playlist in the cards as they're my favourite videos to do probably. I think it's really fun to talk about what I'm loving, what I think other people are loving, and for this video, what we're going to be loving, because I'm obviously touching on stuff for the new year, which is so exciting. I'm so done with 2022. I want to move to 2023. I feel so inspired right now with my own style, what my style can kind of become in 2023, and I've been getting so much inspiration from my Pinterest, my TikTok, and my Instagram specifically. So you can go follow me on Pinterest. I actually have a whole 2023 board that I've been making over the last couple of weeks already on my Pinterest, and I often like categorize everything on there. It's my favorite place to go for inspiration, so follow me on Pinterest if you don't already. I have a massive list here for you. I have 3 pages worth of things to talk about, and I'm so excited. I feel like this is definitely going to be the most amount of things I've packed into a trend video, but I'm going to be quick with it. We're going to get to the point. First thing, something I'm so excited about, and as it gets warmer, I cannot wait to finally wear these. 3/4 length trousers slash capris. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with these. Absolutely obsessed. The awkward length of it, I love it. There are so many out there that I've been seeing to suit different occasions. Then we've got the sour tie, I think it's how you say it. You guys know I keep mentioning this set. They do the amazing lace bottoms, and I've seen a certain fast fashion brand kind of copy their design. I mean, they don't have the bow details, so that is probably a reach, but 100% they definitely saw sour ties and were inspired by them, because I feel like no one was doing it like them, and it's really sad to see this fast fashion company do that. But support a small brand or shop secondhand for these, or upcycle them, make them your own. Sporty capris as well, I think it's really fun. We've all been loving the sporty aesthetic recently, and like blending it with like the ballet core and hyper feminine, merging them together, and I think getting some capris to do that would be amazing, because I think they especially look good with kitten heels and like awkward length mini white socks. That's such a look in my opinion. So getting like the sporty style capris and then shoving on some kitten heels, I think is such a cool look and something I really want to do. Double zip details. I've been a massive fan of double zip details in 2022, and I cannot wait to get more pieces in it in 2023, and I keep seeing people slowly wear these. I think they look best on jackets and coats and thin jackets and knit jumpers especially, and I really like the way when you do the double zip and it like bellows, is that the right word? I don't know. When it like bellows out a little bit and it all goes a bit like triangular. Fluffy vintage oversized coats. I am so into this, and it's on the top of my wish list for 2023 that I want to go and hunt for. Of course the best ones are going to be vintage. I've been seeing them in these lovely like honey medium brown colorways, or maybe even white ones with bits of like grey detail on them, and I love the oversized look of these. I think they look amazing. Stretchy headbands under the hair, like sitting on the top of your forehead, hair falls forward. I've been seeing so many girls wear the headbands exactly like this over the last few weeks, and I feel like it's just going to grow even more in 2023. When I think of this, I mainly think of Ruby Lynn. I feel like she's such a good person to go to for style inspiration, and I feel like she generally is the catalyst for a lot of like achievable style inspiration, and she keeps wearing them, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see even more people wear these. Even more chunky off the shoulder knit pieces. Love the way these look, especially when they have huge like flapping over waistbands like bands, I guess. And then also Marae have come out with this pink dress that's like chunky off the shoulder. That sort of silhouette is really lovely, and we're going to see that even more. And off the shoulder in general, I'm personally a massive fan of off the shoulder. I think it's one of the most flattering silhouettes out there. I feel so confident when I wear like an off the shoulder jumper or t-shirt, and I really love upcycling the stuff that I've already got into off the shoulder, where it only drapes off like one shoulder and it's a little bit more slouchy and relaxed, and you could do this so easily. And I think I have spoken about this in a previous trend video, so it's been around for a while, but just off the shoulder in general, straight cut, asymmetric, I'm here for it. Big scrunchies as your main hair accessory. I don't know if it's because of the London circles I'm in, and I spoke about this in my Christmas wishes video, but big squish have been sort of like running running my internet at the moment. I feel like everybody is wearing a big squish, and I often see people out in public wearing them as well. They're a sustainable scrunchie business based in London. They make the most beautiful scrunchies. They are stunning, and the way that they just like come out over your head and you can like really see them from like a mile away, I love it. I think it's such a cool accessory, and I think we're going to be seeing big scrunchies like this even more in 2023. Also within the hair accessory category, bow barrettes and like bow clips for your hair. Obviously ribbons have been probably one of the biggest trends of 2022, and yes, they're gonna obviously hopefully still be here in 2023, and I think the barrettes and like clip-in bows are just kind of like an easy way of doing that, and they're coming back. And there's an amazing small brand that annoyingly I cannot remember from the top of my head who do like clip-in ribbons like this, and I follow the girl on TikTok. She's great, she's such a cool style, and yeah, they've really come to mind when I think of them as well. Boxing boots everywhere. Obviously boxing boots have been around for a while. I have like a pair from a 60 that I got from London Lookbook, and they are my ride or dies. You know, they're my favourite shoe in the world, and I think we're going to be seeing these boxing boots even more. They're going to become so popular to the point where I generally do think so many fast fashion brands are going to do a simplified and easy version of a boxing boot, and it's kind of sad because the best ones are always going to be vintage, and you should not support fast fashion. The quality, the style, the design, the uniqueness, like the materials they use, it's just going to be way better, and these shoes already exist, so it's really fun to go hunting for them on Vinted. So many people sell weird, ugly boxing boots with unique details on Vinted. It's crazy. As well as in that category, sporty shoes in general, like sporty little kitten heels. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with these. I love kitten heels right now, like pointed toe ones especially, and when they have these sporty features like the letters on them, or even just like the netted fabric or the stripes, I think it just looks so good, and I think we're going to continue to see this quite a lot. Baggy shorts, especially like sporty athletic shorts, or like men's boxer shorts, or just generally huge oversized shorts where they sort of drape down and maybe even become like 3/4 length trousers because the shorts are that big. Dressed up really fancy, maybe with like an off the shoulder top and like a rose detail choker, like something like that, I think is such a look, and I think we're going to see that even more in 2023. Peplum pleats at the end of skirts and dresses. I'm really excited to see all the different brands that sort of come out with this, and finding like vintage alternatives as well. Peachy Den really come to mind when I think of this from their like Gaia dress. I think it's such a cool silhouette because it's so flattering, and I've since then seen a few other people wear this sort of like bubble hemline and skirts. I think we're going to be seeing coming around. There's a girl that I follow on TikTok, she has one, I love it. I just love that sort of silhouette at the bottom of a skirt or a dress. And then Knee High were plugging this like sample that they were making, I think it was in a TikTok, and I had to go back and like rewatch it a million times so I can go find the clip of that, because I was like, oh my god, yes, this for 2023 please, I love it. Tartan print jackets. I keep seeing people wear these, and I'm pretty sure they're all vintage, the ones that I've been seeing, and I bought one myself the other day from Olive on Depop, and I love the way that it looks. I love the sort of interesting, maybe they're like bright neon stripes, or maybe they're like baby blues and pinks, just something a little bit different to like a classic tartan in the jacket form, and in general just fun coloured tartan on clothes. And again, what comes to mind mainly is Peachy Den. They do like a lot of boob tubes in this sort of tartan print, and then they had this really cool designer come in and print tartan onto a pair of their mimis. So nice, and I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of that in 2023. So we saw the rose details everywhere in like choker form on clothes, very inspired by Fancy Club. Of course, that is still going to be here in 2023. I absolutely love this detail and this sort of like trend. And also in a different sort of flower, I saw this TikTok by Curly Top, and she showed this like hibiscus plant. I think, is it hibiscus? It's more like a stretched out one, and she was talking about attaching like fake flowers to heels. Fell in love. I really do believe we're going to be seeing a lot of flower details on shoes and on dresses, and maybe using that like fake artificial flower instead of like a fabric flower, if that makes sense, like having that detail on clothes, in your hair, that type of thing. I don't know, it just sent me into a bit of like a moment, and I was like, yeah, this for like spring and summer, I'm here for it. Tutus. Please tell me other people are excited by this. Oh my god, I've been on a hunt for a tiered, layered, low-waisted tutu for months now. I say that, I've not really been putting in the work. I need to do like a proper proper hunt for it. And when I think of this, I immediately think of 10 Things I Hate About You, with the girl in the prom scene. And when I was a kid watching that, I thought, that's the ugliest outfit I've ever seen. Why the hell would you wear that to prom? That's just not it. But that outfit is stuck in my head, and I've like since fallen in love with it. And I think it's definitely an effect from all like the ballet core inspired stuff, and a lot of like similar dresses with the like sheer lacy fabric that I've been loving, and like the skirts that I've been wearing. And I think it's all just like trickled in to this love for tutus. And then I was stalking Courtney Mahore earlier for my dressing as my girl crush video, and I saw that she has like a black and a white one. They look amazing. I absolutely love them, and I think they've got to be a must-have for a lot of people in 2023. Fluffy hats, something that has been around for a while, and I feel like this sort of came really popular last winter and then has sort of like come back again this year for winter in full force. And I think it's just gonna be carried on even more in the trapper style, and then the classic like plonked on your head sort of like simple round fluffy ones. I've been seeing them everywhere. I think they're really fun in all different colors. I love them, they're great. Metallic, I've been seeing metallic come back for a while, and I was gonna include it in my last trend video, but then I was like, I don't know if I'm like fully in love with it, and I just sort of like backed out. I keep seeing people talk about metallic shoes, and my friend Tilly posted these Nike metallic trainers, and I remember saving them on my Pinterest ages ago. And I feel like metallic shoes like this are just gonna be coming through in 2023. And I saw this metallic pair of like boxing boot style boots. I think they're amazing. I love them. Big bow tie details, obviously very inspired by the ribbon thing, but I think not in a ribbon fabric, in just like classic, maybe it's like chiffon or lace or something. Just like a huge tie that can be made into a bow on your clothes, maybe also around your neck, I think would be really fun. I've got like a long black skinny scarf that I really want to play around doing that with. I think that would be really nice. And also on the back of your tops. I really don't know how to describe this, but I guess it is like a motocross jacket where they have like the mini turtleneck like popper button detail, I guess. I absolutely love this feature on jackets. I feel like, again, this has been something that's been around for a while now, and more people just keep wearing it. My favorite jackets are the ones which have that detail. I think they just look so flattering on everybody, and they're a really fun jacket to wear done up like that and let the rest hang. Again, very similar to like the double zip feature that I'm so obsessed with. They kind of give the same like bellowing out kind of triangle sort of silhouette, and I just love the way that they look. Camo, I'm in a big camo era myself. I feel like forest camo, real true camo, classic camo, knit camo, whatever, love it. The God's favorite camo cap that was really big, I think what, in like spring maybe? I feel like that always comes to mind when I think of it. I love camo, and I think it's going to be around even more. Also a bit of a very random specific one, but folded over waistbands where they fold over into like a V shape. I keep seeing people do them. I think it looks really good, and it's a really good way of wearing baggy low-waisted trousers, but like keeping them upright and making sure they don't fall down too much, and then also possibly wearing like boxers underneath. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of people wear trousers, especially when they're baggy, with boxers or like shorts popping over the top and being like purposefully like really baggy and ruched. Maybe they're really high-waisted. I think that looks really, really good, and it's something we're going to continue to see throughout 2023, and I think the folded over waistband with that just works. Now some trends that I spoke about in previous trend videos, probably mainly my last one, that I definitely think are going to be here. Lace. Lace everywhere, honestly. Lace, lace, lace in all parts of your outfit. I'm obsessed with lace as well myself. Layering everything, especially for tops and bottoms. With tops, it's fun to have different sort of necklines come out so you can really see like different parts of the top. For bottoms, layering skirts over one another. And then I also saw this picture the other day of somebody layering two shorts over one another. I'm obsessed with this. I really want to give this a go. And it's just like another reason for me to get more like sporty shorts in my life. I just love the way that they look. Asymmetric tiered midi to maxi skirts. Midi to maxi skirts in general, they're still going to be here. They're great. Socks, all types of socks, like awkward length, kind of like tube socks, wearing them with like low trainers or low pumps or low kitten heels. Long socks like over the knee-high socks, layering up socks together, wearing socks coming out of your long boots, leg warmers over socks, like, yeah, ballet pumps, they're still going to be here. I think they're really, really cute, and I keep seeing really nice different ones of them that people are like finding, and I just think they're fab. And of course, ribbons everywhere. Now onto some ones that I feel like are a bit of a question mark. I don't really know if they're gonna like fully come back, but people keep talking about them on the pages that I'm on TikTok and stuff, so I want to talk about them. First one is Fringe. I keep seeing people either buying Fringe or saying it's going to become trendy, talking about this trend prediction, and Celine and Jacques Mousse featured Fringe on both of their recent runways, and I think they looked really, really good, and they kind of swayed me a little bit because I've never really been a Fringe person, but I really like the way that they look. And also within that whole like 2010s, 2000s sort of like style, galaxy print. I saw somebody talk about it called Ainsley on TikTok, and then there was a recent runway, I cannot remember the designer's name, and they were doing galaxy print, and honestly I feel like once one big designer does it, it becomes accepted, and then who knows, you know, where else we're gonna see it. Indie sleeves. People have been talking about indie sleeves coming back for such a long time now, and I really do see it already happening, especially with those oversized fur jackets I spoke about at the start of the video. And finally, the last thing to end on is big bags. Having huge bags, these are always going to be the best vintage, where they're maybe a little bit like worn in, maybe you've got like key rings coming off of them as well. I think that's really fun. And I went home to my mum's the other day and I went through all of her old bags, and I found a few that I really like, and they are literally right here, so I might as well show you. This is my favorite, and it's huge, and it's got like all of the zips and everything. Yeah, I love this. I think it's really fun. Then this one I actually thrifted, which I feel like is medium to big, but she is quite big, and it's got like a fur detail. And then one of my faves, this one, I featured it in my last outfit of the week. Just a big red one, and it is quite beat up, like it's got stains, but I think that sort of like adds to the chaotic vibe if your bag's, you know, not perfect and it's a bit worn in and stuff. But yeah, fab. Love me some big bags right now. And there we have it. Those are all the 2023 trend predictions that I have to offer you guys today. Like I said before, please do leave your suggestions down in the comments below of what you think is going to come back into fashion, what has already been in fashion that's going to stay in fashion. Correct me if I'm wrong on some of these trends. I want to hear all your opinions and thoughts in the comments down below. Please subscribe and follow me on my social media if you haven't already to keep up with me, and I will see you in my next video. Christmas, yeah. What can I don't know. Like Christmas habits be? Ding dong.